that again,
require it
Molly?
online, but offline, all I have to do
It's
is
fuck.
send y'all favorite NFL player, y'all favorite rapper, y'all favorite athlete, a request, a DM, and keep going. I don't have to do anything.
But that's cool. You easy work.
Jesus
I'll
Christ.
reply back
So
too.
I don't have to do anything. That's
You
my
don't gotta
point.
do
Y'all
nothing
be
to get
asking
fucked.
redundant questions. What do you bring to
So
the table? Nothing. All I have to do is go see a plastic surgeon, and that's enough.
Molly, you can go
see,
knock on your
so
next door neighbor.
well,
He'll fuck you right now. That's not nothing. We would have did that anyway.
So if y'all are gonna do it to me no matter what, why do I have to have any type of skill set?
You don't have to have any type of skill set to get
Thank
nothing in
you. Thank you. So
return.
stop asking what we bring to the
But you're not
table.
getting
We
shit.
don't
But
have to.
you're not getting shit but some dick. We
It
go,
don't if I'm getting I can tell a story on TikTok. That's all that matters to me.
Molly. I'm gonna turn you into a nut rag. You ain't got
And I
shit.
can tell all the stories on TikTok. And y'all
Okay.
gonna look like simps at the end of the day.
No, fuck
And
we
I look
not.
like I'm winning because y'all are all simps. I don't have to bring nothing to the table. Y'all don't require it. Y'all will reward my bad behavior. I could sleep with you, him, and him, and I can get a Van Cleef bracelet. I can get so much, and I don't
Can
have to provide anything to
can you get a
y'all. I can just be
relationship
a pretty
from him,
face
him,
with
and
some
him?
lip filler and a
But see, I
BBL.
wouldn't
That's
want
it.
it.
I just
I
gotta be a
wouldn't want that.
baddie. That's
I,
it.
she 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 has a point for some men, but I wouldn't want that man. Just like I don't want the man.
Just
I
like he
don't
don't
want the
want
man
her.
that you know doesn't doesn't want me to have value or doesn't want me to do anything. Meaning, if I can't add any value, what value is he going to see? If I'm just vagina, then
But why would I want to just
I
be
don't want that man.
settling down being one man slave when I can get all the things from all the
You
men?
only getting dick.
I'm getting gifts. I'm getting flown out. I'm getting private jet flights that y'all men ain't getting.
Baby, listen, cuz, hey,
I'm sleeping with the men y'all idolize and y'all wish would sign y'all
it's
jersey. I'm
$40
getting
a
bust
t-
down.
you sleeping with them. You ain't getting nothing in
Y'all
return,
wish y'all was
though.
sleeping with him though. Like that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't y'all say what do women bring to the table.
There are some women
Y'all are
there are
competing
some
with
women that
men
only
who
want
don't
that.
require anything from women outside of vagina.
But
My,
there are some
Hello.
women that only want that. There are
Stop
some women that
asking
only
that
want that. They only
question.
want the bracelets. They only want the cars. They only want this and that. And I mean, if you come from nothing, I guess that's everything. But if you actually come from at least some type of wealth, that's not gonna get it because
and
It's
Molly,
not true though, because
anybody
why
can
would
buy
I
me a
spend my
bracelet
money and my resources when I know,
or
even though
anybody can buy me
I
a.
could spend my money on this, but
What
you're
you
Molly,
gonna
say,
spend
Van
your
Cleef
money
no,
on
no,
it.
bracelet?
no.
So
See,
that's
Anybody
hold
more
can
on,
buy
wait,
money
wait,
me
I
wait,
can
Van
wait,
keep in the
Cleef.
wait.
Anybody
bank.
can buy
No, no,
me.
no, no, no. It's time to stop this
the
now.
shoes.
It's
It's
not
time to
time
stop
to
this.
stop it
It's
because y'all
time to
be
You like
stop
sitting there
this.
acting
value.
like, what
And
do you bring to the table? Y'all don't require
I'm gonna do
nothing.
what Anton
Y'all are
does with
easy.
2K. Ladies, stop listening to this bullshit from Molly.
Don't
She is a well taken care of woman that does not have these issues. This is the same shit Cardi B and them be doing. This is bullshit. She telling y'all some cockamamie that she doesn't have to experience. This is the exact same thing
I
Anton
like
does
the
with
word.
2K. The exact same thing. Do not listen to Molly. She is full of crap and she talking some BS out the side of her neck
not true.
that she does not have to deal with, that she does not experience. She's a well taken care of
All I need
wife.
is $3 thousand
Wife.
dollars, a trip to Miami, and I'm a
She's
baddie. Fool, what are
pedestalizing
you
heifers
talking
and
about?
hoes.
3K, maybe not even 3K, and I can come out a baddie, and I can come. I
Stop.
don't have to do nothing. I don't have to offer nothing. I just got to give me the right BBL, the right
Stop.
lip filler, the right
Molly,
this
Why
Stop.
do
and
you
that.
sing when you talk?
hey, but yeah,
I'm
hey,
just saying. I'm not singing. I don't sing.
Stop.
but
Fred, what?
Molly,
The
check
Cockamamie.
this
white
out. What you really hold
sellers,
on,
the
right?
right baby,
Why y'all
yeah.
triggered?
Okay, so
Stop acting
Nobody's
like y'all
triggered.
require what my
Nobody's
point
triggered.
is, men don't require much of women outside look pretty, shut up, maybe look like a bimbo if that's the aesthetic I'm looking for in the moment. Stop acting like
No,
y'all want us to bring something to the table.
no,
Y'all don't care. Y'all don't
no.
care.
Well, let me
The
ask a different question. Let me pose this other question really quickly. Um, and this is, kind of sort of in the same vein, but I've been seeing this conversation happen a lot on the internet, and I want to get your thoughts on it before I read super chats. What do y'all think about men paying a dowry for women?
Happens all the time.
Why you looking like that, Slimmy?
Western men get with the program. Y'all paying for it
Slimmy,
anyway.
why you looking like that, Slimmy?
What is that?
A dowry? You don't know what a dowry is?
No, no, I don't.
Slimmy looks in the group chat enough. He knows what
Oh
the dowry
God.
is. If you're a
Don't tell me
viewer,
what he's doing.
Slimmy
Slimmy
knows
is
what
about
a
to go
dowry
off.
is because I know in the group chat they were all the men were commenting because an African man has to keep paying his wife until she smiled. They know what a dowry is.
Oh, that bullshit.
No. Okay,
I'm not saying
but
that's a
here's the
dowry, but they
thing:
understand the concept.
dowry
Property or
is
money brought
basically.
to by a bride to her husband on their marriage.
Happens all the time.
The woman is giving that to the
Well,
man.
no, but I want to talk about it
No.
from the other lens
No,
because
the
guys
man
are
is giving
basically
you
paying. Guys are issuing or paying money or a bride price, not necessarily a dowry, but a bride price for the hand of a woman in marriage to the family of whoever it is that she's coming from.
Well, somebody said yesterday that they do that because the girl is going from home and she was an asset to her dad, so she was doing all this work. So he takes that money to replace the fact that she's no longer there doing that work for him.
Yeah, I think it's fine as a part of somebody's culture. That's their tradition. Makes sense.
It sounds like the woman is adding value.
A
So
surprise.
I I, I don't I don't find a problem with it. If
Pay a dowry for a
that's the case.
man.
Well, no, the opposite. I want to let's say bride price. Let's just see, let's frame it as bride price instead of a dowry.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. A lot of Arabic men do it, a lot of African men do it. And that's like I said, in those cultures they are getting a wife. So I don't see the problem.
I don't understand it, so I don't know.
Well, that's because most unfortunately here in America, a lot of the families here in America do not have community. Like it's not community.
Yeah.
It's not of course generational wealth. You know, you're not doing any of that type of building. So it wouldn't make sense in American culture. It honestly doesn't. So I understand why men here would be like, why? Because everybody is separate here.
Hmm.
Well, the other
Why would I ever pay like give money to her family though? I guess
well,
it's
first of all, those women are built to be wives. They were taught to be a wife from the beginning, so they know they're coming in to work. So
Wait,
you're essentially paying for a worker.
those women don't pick their husbands either, though, right?
Well,
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
But
Depending on the culture.
most times they're they're arranged marriages, right?
Sometimes, sometimes not.
sometimes they're also wealthy. I don't want to make it seem like just because a man is paying a dowry, the woman is a peasant and just only a wife because she's labor. We gotta stop. You're not a wife because you're labor. Anybody could be labor. You could pay somebody to do some labor. They
yeah.
know what
Today
it
you can
is.
if you got resources.
I don't know what's going on with Molly tonight. She's just going off. She going off, man.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think it could ever work here, but for the cultures that it works for, it works for. I mean, also, like somebody said in the chat just now, it also shows that the husband can provide for that wife. As the dad, you're not trying to send your daughter off somewhere where she's not going to be provided for.
Hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would think that that also means that you're not gonna even go into getting married until you're financially ready. But I mean, I would think. I don't know.
But see,
So
from what I just read, that's done by the families. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Because
they
you're
got the
marrying
bride price,
family.
they got the bride price, and then they got the dowry. And so I guess it's like an exchange.
I just know whenever I see those types of celebrations, weddings from people I know, and then on TV, it looks like everybody is in a fairly comfortable
Hmm.
position visually from what you can see. Obviously, you don't know, but
And that's why I said it's
so
community.
sounds to me like it's something that conceptually has been working to keep
Marry
them
into families and not marry a
prospering.
person because of love or because of how they look. Marry them because they come from a decent family. Or not, whatever. I don't know. People don't want to get married no more.
Quentin, would you ever pay a
Also, it's
bride
not an
price?
exchange.
So
Would I do what?
Pay a bride price.
No, no. Generally, I wouldn't pay shit to women or for
You're not
women.
paying it to the woman, you're paying it to her family.
I said or
Yeah,
for.
yeah, what?
You didn't listen. You cut me off before I finished, but thanks.
So you said no,
No,
you wouldn't.
no, absolutely not. Just a woman. Nothing me purchased.
This is not towards nobody, but y'all wouldn't pay a bride price, but y'all would pay child support for 18 years.
Okay, yes, I will pay for a kid, but not a woman. You're right. Facts.
Okay.
I don't understand how that correlates.
Kids are more important than women.
I'm just
Nice,
Western
nice
society
try.
thinking. We would pay
Nice
18 years
try.
of child support before we would pay to get into a family that might be a decent family
That's
and
because
blend our
everything is
resources
about
to blend our
What?
resources
self.
together.
Everything is about self and American culture. There's no
Exactly.
sense
I
of
know.
community. So that's why I said what we're talking about wouldn't ever work here. And I understand why Americans don't don't subscribe to any of this because it's not
Um,
community based.
that
American
didn't.
culture,
Facts.
American everything is not community.
That didn't correlate with that child support thing though. Like that didn't
I wasn't
correlate.
talking about
Y'all
that. I
wouldn't
was just
pay a
talking about
dowry, a one-time fee to
the
marry a
dollar.
woman, but y'all pay 18 years for a child that may or may not be y'all's. That was all I was saying. This is our Western
Now
thinking.
you.
This is not a reflection of anybody on the panel. This is our thinking as a westernized, secular culture with no type of family values anymore. We will marry a person of the same gender, so we can't say we value family.
I personally wouldn't do it either. So I ain't even
I
gonna
don't
care.
know
Why
what
wouldn't
is
you do it,
going
Anton?
on.
Huh?
Why wouldn't you?
Why would I give her family money?
But why wouldn't you?
I
Passport
don't see the
bros do
point.
it all the time.
Right,
I
and
don't see
that
the
was
point.
my point. Americans are not going to ever see the point because
Passport bros.
No, I mean,
Be,
what's the pitch? What's the pitch? How does that benefit?
in
What's the
American
benefit?
culture, it doesn't benefit. It nothing. Honestly, truly, a lot of stuff don't benefit in American culture these days. So
What's the benefit in any other culture?
the benefit in other cultures is they marry into other families, and that's how you get those dynasties. That's how you get all of that stuff. It's literally from marriage and one family trading with the other. That's how the natives used to do it, and you will get bigger tribal communities and things like that.
In 2025?
And that's the reason why the Saudi prince owns everything. That's the reason why the princes in Dubai own everything, and it's all family based. And they
But I'm a
marry.
regular person though. I'm not a Saudi
Right,
prince.
but that's what I'm saying. Here in America, it doesn't work because it doesn't. It's not based off of any of that.
I'm an
I'm just Anton from
American.
Detroit. I'm Anton from Detroit. I'm trying
But
to
that's
understand
why.
like
But that's why I
regular
we
said
everyday
that. I
we
people
value
can't.
a
said
nuclear family over generational like households. We'll have a nuclear family with mom, dad, kid over grandma, great grandpa, grandpa, and then the children, the great, it is different. And especially like when you have so many people who come over here from different countries, they bring those values here, and then you have us here, and we just mom, dad, kid. It's kind of like the separation.
See,
I
so
don't
so
I don't understand the pitch. I'm not. I'm. Nobody has ever
that's
been able.
because, but y'all not coming from dynasty either. Y'all not coming from stuff that actually like matters. Most people in America, if they are rich, are first generation. Yeah, that this is a fact.
So
Mika
are you
just said you
telling?
don't matter, my nigga.
Wait.
Most
What
of
I'm
the
saying,
people
this
in
is what I'm
America, if
asking.
they are rich, they're first
Hold on.
generation. It's
Hey,
not.
you don't come from shit that
Don't
matter,
instigate,
nigga.
Quentin.
Give me a
Quentin,
second. Give
no,
me a
don't sit
second.
here
No,
and
I'm saying
instigate, Quentin.
Because I'm
You
learning.
know what
I'm
Mika's
learning.
saying.
something
I'm
that
learning. I'm
would
learning,
make
and I
this
need
a
to
thing.
understand some stuff. So y'all saying that this only applies to men that are rich?
No, it only applies to, okay. Again, this has everything to do with community, meaning most of these marriages are tied to something. Most of these marriages make this family better, this family better. They're able to grow. They're able to, get more of this and that and the third, whatever it is, because different countries is different things. What I'm saying is it's tied to something bigger than yourself. In America, everything is about self, everything is independent. So it wouldn't make any sense here in America because it's not tied to anything.
So what y'all are telling me is that what is it that's tied to some, because I'm just learning. What is it that's tied to something bigger than self for a regular everyday person is what I'm asking.
Because a lot of other people know that y'all are, when y'all get married, y'all have children, y'all are mixing blood, y'all are mixing all types of stuff, and it's family and family, not I'm in love with him and I'm in love with her. It's
I
this
guess my
family and
thing that
this
I'm trying to
family.
understand though is it's a benefit for her to be with me. So why would I, like, they should be wanting to get a daughter to you if you are a good person, if you are a great man, right?
Right.
So
But I
why
guess you
would
would be in competition with other men to prove that point, though.
I wouldn't be in competition?
Versus
I
a
don't
woman
care.
picking her mate on her own
I wouldn't care.
and just saying, Dad, I'm with him, even
If I
though
gotta if
he's the
I
bum
gotta
on Skid
compete with
Row.
you, if you're gonna pick, if you're gonna line me up with another guy or some other guys and pick me based off of like whether or not you can have her. So maybe
Yeah.
that's a I think that's more American than anything is the fact that we own some like, listen, if you can get her, if you are better than if she thinks you better than me, you can have her.
And that's
I'm
why
not
there's
I'm
no
not
American dynasty. And that's why there's no American dynasties because, again, most Americans don't have the mindset of actually family lineage. Like
no,
when
I'm
I say
100% for family and all of that
no,
stuff. I'm
not
saying
just for
that
family. I'm talking about actually building up your community and country. If you look at most of these countries that actually do this stuff, they're very cultural, they're very tribal.
mhm.
It's a generational thing. From in America, you can be that way or you cannot
Yeah,
be
but
that
they
way.
also don't have the
You
freedom.
can
They
do
don't
this
have the
religion, you
freedom
cannot
that we
do this
have.
religion. It's not like that in other countries.
They
Yeah,
don't
but
have the freedom that we have either.
I think it could work here, though. Like if I had an
no.
adult son and or an adult daughter, and then that family wanted to, I think it could work
Okay, but that's just
either
like
way if
the
we
women
normalized
saying.
Now
it.
listen. I
That's just like the women
understand.
saying
I
they don't have
understand
the
it.
freedoms that we have, and most of the women here in America are the bottom of the barrel.
I understand that other cultures do things another way. And I am very clear also on the fact that I don't want to be a part of another culture. I am very much American, and that's why I'm asking questions. I'm not interested in adopting what they doing over there. They can have it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's cool.
But
What I'm
we
just
weren't talking about adopting any cultures. You were just talking about why do people do these things, and that's why they do them. They don't have to do it here in
no.
America.
I see rhetoric saying, well, Americans is this or whatever, and so on and so forth. And it's like, let's be clear. I'm not trying to be like any other cultures. I'm just
Mhm.
trying to understand the logic behind why other people do other things. And based off of my Americanized view, it's not computing, it's not adding up. I think a lot of times, personally, people embrace tradition even if it don't make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Huh?
think that people embrace tradition a lot of times, even if it don't make sense. And so they just do it because that's what they've been doing. I don't always think that people logically think about why they still doing whatever it is that they're doing. We got traditions in the black community that's dumb as fuck, but we still
Yeah,
do
but
it.
these traditions make sense because one,
Yeah, I
these
think
traditions
so.
value women, right? So their women are not ran through. Their women are not baby mamas. Their women are not. You don't have to worry about all these bodies that you guys are talking about here in America because of how the women are treated, and the men are present, right? And the men are the
How
head
are
of
the women treated?
women. On the flip side, don't have to worry about being on a T app because they know the men are actually men.
How are the women treated?
Just
No,
with
well,
I just said it.
No,
well,
the
Mika, the
women.
only problem with that
Okay,
is
all right. So, and
that's a
this is
perception.
the
Mhm.
misunderstanding. I
That's
think
a perception.
Right.
What you mean that's a
Because
perception?
well,
Yeah,
hold
that's
on,
a
hold on, hold on.
No,
perception.
what do
That's
you
what
mean
you
the
think.
perception?
That's
Hold on.
what you think because that's
Let's
what we see on the surface.
correct.
What you
And I
mean?
agree with you.
Underneath in the
What do you
underbelly,
mean?
what's really going on?
I
Those
agree.
women could be having trains ran on them and
What
everything
do you mean?
behind the
What's the
scenes.